Hello, everybody. Oh, I can't with those movies. Okay, let's do our DM roll right off the bat, and then we'll get into a little touch of recap and stuff. But I don't want to forget, for no particular reason. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, for DM inspo, Lil, what did you get?
I got an 11.
11. Tasha.
I'm gonna have Siri roll it, so please circle back.
Okay. Serena.
Sorry, it's right as I was putting a nacho in.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's a 7.
7. Okay. And Carly.
16. I was muted. We're struggling tonight.
All right, and back to Tasha.
14.
Oh, you stole it from Feora. I rolled a 13. Lily had
Wow.
11, and you came with a beautiful.
Ladrin would steal it.
Awesome. Very nice. All right, we are back. We're here. There's a boatload of fun stuff. Last session, geez, it was a walk home, but there was just so much that came out. Tuna's birthday, a lot of sharing mysterious note that fell out of Ladrin's backpack. A sit down before heading back to Oberman's Mill to in a zone of truth, kind of talk things out. Yours a leader of a thieves guild in Avalon, and was unwittingly part of the bombing of Avalon. He's pursuing the same person that Tuna's likely pursuing now, where Tuna's leads have led. Candor Belver, previously the third in charge of the Avalon Thieves Guild. A lot of skills that match Fehora's. It just makes me think of the Wilmark fight where where you bamfed out to the staircase like I'm out of here because fear ran out.
I was not trying to get stabbed by Feora next to a vampire. It was not a good time.
Yeah, leaves, runs over, and still has an attack. Like as Dia, I think Dia said, "Fucking Feora." It was the funniest.
I love you, but stop.
Leave me alone. It hurts. Yeah, so we got a little sprinkling in. I think Tuna shared the name they grew up with. Dia as well. Family name and some ties were made. Oh my gosh, it was so much. Yeah, and then everyone returned to Oberman's Mill to find it a good bit better off than when you last left, thankfully. I believe it's been roughly 4 months, 4.5 months or so since you left Oberman's Mill between leaving and coming back. Leave. 3 or 4. So it's nice to see they've deconstructed a bunch of the Arcstone stuff. They're adapting to the backwards to the current times instead of being so advanced. Businesses are opening, but we went in, we met Aveline, and I think we'll jump in here. Aveline shared some insights into everyone had some information and things that they wanted. She's been researching such. So the last update, of course, was with Adrian, an update on the person seeking them out that Ladrin was seeking out. Aveline's person discovered a handmaiden from this place that tended to Ladrin's mother. Reportedly, this handmaiden had heard someone had told him that they had witnessed Ladrin's mother making a deal off in the forest sometime before. And course, Ladrin being born right in the middle of the Sundering, this person felt this is what that deal is about. I need to kill them both and poison Ladrin's mom and attempt to kill them both during childbirth. Ladrin survived. A little light topic. End of that. Oh my gosh. Jeez. I looked over at Discord. Okay, so here we go. We finished with that. And Aveline, recognizing it's a bit somber, will kind of, offer some drinks for the evening for anyone that wants them as you're finishing up food. I think it's actually late afternoon. So she'll call them some drinks to start the evening and just chat a bit. So, do any of you have any plans while you're here in Obermans?
I have to check on my store.
Oh.
We keep being gone longer than expected.
I know how it goes. Trust me, you plan for a time. It's certainly I'll be back, and then yes, things hold one up. Yeah, yes, they do.
Mhm.
Well, good. Hope you find it in good shape. The rest of you, anything exciting?
I'll probably.
Also,
Oh, go ahead.
I just also have some things to check in on. Tuna, I need to ask you about something too, actually.
I actually have a question for you and Ladrin both. I need to make a stop by Baragon, and I was wondering if you'd accompany me. We'll discuss it more later, but
Yeah.
Sure. I probably need to check in with the research people while we're out.
I might, Aveline, if you don't mind. Do you happen to have any spare gem I could have? I know that's weirdly specific, but I need to get on someone's good side.
Oh, certainly. I can fetch some fresh from town. There's a few people that make it.
Oh, if
Locally,
you can
or...
just direct me somewhere to get it, that would also be perfect.
Nonsense, Enderlin. Calls for Enderlin and comes in. Please, jam for our friend. Find out what she wants. Get it quickly, please. Enderlin takes whatever flavors you'd
Yeah.
like, and we'll put together a basket or whatever for you of
Perfect.
jams and goodies that go with it.
Cool.
Nice. It'll only take like an hour and a half into the late afternoon, mid-afternoon. Well, listen, I ask because well, obviously you're quite busy and have many things you must tend to. Hopefully you'll find a little bit of time to rest and recuperate while here. I'm having a dinner tomorrow with some guests. This following evening, tomorrow evening, and would love for you all to join. I insist.
Well, I don't see a reason why not. For myself, anyway. So
Lovely.
Yeah, we'd be honored.
What's the dress code?
Oh, really anything from be comfortable. Be comfortable. This is a small gathering of new friends here at my homestead. And well, there'll be the three Ds of any good gathering: dining, dancing, and drinking. So dress in whatever way you wish to accommodate those three things. It'll be lovely time, and we'll all get to know one another a bit better, and have a lovely evening doing so. 6 in the evening sharp.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
Are there any jewelry makers shops that are still open?
Oh,
I don't know what it's like now.
yes, there are two still open. One just recently opened, thanks to investment. There's some, from what I understand, some investors in the city outside myself. I've been doing my best to invest in larger businesses to keep things afloat here in the city. But I think others are taking the opportunity to do the same. Um, one is just getting back on its feet and might not have a large selection. But there's another that's a rather larger store that survived all the way through this disaster. And has found new trade through the crossroads for their products. So you'll probably find better selection.
Can any of them make something out of something else if I provide stuff?
I imagine so. It depends on what you're looking to have them make and out of what. But if it's they craft jewels into settings.
Oh.
I think they can work a tiny bit of magic, but usually in relation to the settings.
Okay. All right. Cool. Is there a name for this store? Is it just the one down the way?
Oh, it's the one down the way. That's the one that survived. Yes, yes.
Perfect. Then I will make sure to go down the way.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Of course. Continue having some tasty food and drink. Before getting ready to head out, does anyone have anything else they want to chat today with Aveline, or just looking to get out to that city, do some stuff? Right, you all finish up, and now will do take care. I look forward to seeing you again 6 evening tomorrow, please. As punctual as you can. Usually not quite as stickler, but I'm very excited. So please, 6 o'clock. You'll open the door and see you out. Take care. Enjoy. How much you'll like yell the whole way as you're walking down the long winding path. All right, the 4 of you find yourselves out past her estate on a beautiful cobblestone street that winds down into more of the city.
Where to first?
I'm going to go check my shop because it's also my home. Make sure it hasn't been looted, or at least at the best case scenario, it's closed and I'll be able to deal with that. I know you all have other things to do. So don't let me keep you. It's just boring business stuff. So.
Send me a quick thing, Carly. Just subtle thing. I realized earlier.
Well, I don't. We can split, or we can like stick together, or whatever. Yep, I only have 2 things to do while we're here.
No, I'm
And then
happy
I
to
don't care after that.
No, I'm happy to separate. I'm not going to wander in Oberlim's Mill. I know where everything is. So I'll see you all before tonight's festivities.
I'd really
it
like
tonight
to
or
introduce.
the
Oh,
next
sorry, go
day?
ahead.
Tomorrow evening.
Oh, tomorrow.
I think you've all met him in passing, but Baron Garn is a really wonderful person. I really think that I'd like to introduce all of you to him more formally than I think, you've encountered him a little bit in the past when helping. But yeah, I don't really have much to do other than that. So if anyone would like any company, I'll tag along.
Well, let's go do introductions first, and then we can split up after that.
Oh. That works. And I have the basket of jam.
Nice. One of those awkward proportions where, like, weight-wise, it's easy to carry, but, like,
It's just,
yeah.
All those artisanal jars.
Yes. Oh, it's amazing.
On the way there, I do want to say, so, Ladrin, our furry problem, I think he can fix it. I think he can get rid of it. I don't know if you want to. I personally have learned to live with it and kind of embracing it at this point, but and I know I can't quite remember if any of the rest of you were bitten, but I'm sure he'll be able to tell, but I think he can cure lycanthropy.
Do you want to be cured?
Not anymore. But I wanted to give all of you the option. Not that I'm giving it, but I wanted to point out to all of you that he can give you that option.
If I have it, I definitely don't want it. So if he can get rid of it, please.
I don't recall ever being bit. So, well,
Okay, maybe you avoid getting bitten altogether. Then. Nice. Which, yeah.
So you can control it. She's saying just more like to everybody. I'll think about it.
Yeah, of course.
It may come in
just-
handy.
I didn't want to blindside you all when I show up and be like, hey, I'm a werewolf. They're also werewolves. They want it. I didn't want to. Yeah, I'll let you share all that. So,
Thanks for the heads up.
yeah. Yeah, we will head to Barangon.
Okay. All right, you head down to that particular area of the city that has where a lot of the churches reside for the city. A lot of free, healthcare down there in the triage centers and such. And it's not too difficult to find Baragon. There's definitely, rounds that he still makes, just as he always did. A lot of people, he's often surrounded by a lot of it. So you do go ahead and find Baragon Emberi, late 40s, Leonin, like a humanoid lion gentleman. Has flowing holy robes and a straw yellow hair and a golden yellow mane and a honey golden eyes. He has about 6'1". It's sort of a large build, but not like, overbearing. Seeing you approach. Oh, Tuna. I see you're well.
Yeah, I brought gifts and bribes.
Yes, wonderful. Oh, look at it! Totally gets distracted, like hyper
Yep.
fixated on this. Oh, yes. Oh, I haven't tried this one. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, yes. Sets it down on a table. Well, I'm so glad to see you well and with friends.
Yeah, I think you've all met in passing, but everyone, this is Baragon. He's a cleric as well.
A pleasure. Well, how may I help you?
I don't want to speak on behalf of everyone else, but we found a few of us, myself included, were bitten in the Feywild by a werewolf, we believe.
Oh,
I've been dealing with it for a while, and I personally have come to live with it and come to accept it. But we found a book that said that someone of your power and your standing might be able to remove the lycanthropy from those who did not want to live with it.
Yes, I've done this once before, in fact. I should be can only do so once a day. Kind of looks back at like Feora and Ladran.
Adrian just stares.
Well, I can do so now. I can make the time for you to, of course. Needs that now, and kind of scans over.
And I'll say in the dragon chat, it's all right, you can trust him.
Well, I'd like to be rid of it.
All right. It'll take me. Well, it'll take about an hour of time if you have that to spare.
To get rid of this, absolutely. I'd take 20 hours.
Very good. Well, please, Tuna and kind of gestures to Ladrin. Make yourselves at home if you wish to stay. And gestures to you, Feyre. Please follow me if you wish. If now is a good time, we can the patient area over here. All right, he'll guide you in, Feora, and yeah, level 13 cleric or higher, using all 9. Well, at level 13, you have 9 spell slots, 3rd and up, to burn, remove curse. You have to use them all. No, it's about an hour of Baragon, like, pushing his mana to the limit. Barry, you just have to, like, relax. You can sit, stand. He said you can move. Just you stay comfortable. And I'm going to keep casting this over the hour. And continues to do so. And first 20 minutes or so, was I even infected? Like, I'm not feeling anything. Am I supposed to feel something with this? And then over the next 20 minutes, you start feeling, nauseous, a bit of a headache kicks in, and just that general flush and sick feeling. And in the last 60 minutes, it gets a little bit intense. There's definitely like pain kind of coursing through here, and it's not super bad, but it's very uncomfortable. Until within the last few 5 minutes of this being removed, Baragon's seeing perhaps you should sit for this part. It's taking a toll, it seems. And ask you to sit down or lay down, or whatever. And as soon as you do, darkness. Things are quiet. You start getting your some of your senses come around. You hear soft wind, leaves rustling in the breeze, smell of nature instead of the smell of the setting, and you find yourself in a clearing in a forest, a little disoriented. Not like, what am I doing here? But a little bit like, this isn't where I was. But there's it seems to be like a path to walk cut in the forest. What do you think?
Tuna's shared like what they've seen, right?
What's that?
Yes,
Sorry.
they did.
Yeah.
Okay. She'll just kind of take in her surroundings, take in a deep breath, and follow down the path.
Okay. You head down the path, and it feels there's a sense of loneliness. There's a forest, but you don't hear wildlife. It's a sunny afternoon, late spring weather, and you walk and walk and walk for a while until you see the path begins to grow rough and disappear. But off to the side, through some light brush, you see a clearing, and you feel kind of called to that clearing. What would you like to do?
Hesitantly step through.
Okay. You step through, and you sort of fall into an autopilot. Now, I'm supposed to sit down. So I've done this. I sit down on one side of the clearing, and you wait. And a minute or so goes by, and then there's some rustling and brush across the way. And of course, a wolf's snout pokes out from the shrubs on the other side. For the entire wolf, first thing you catch is the icy blue eyes. They have a long coat of black hair with wisps of purple through its fur in there. light paws and underbelly, and they walk over and sit down across from you. And they don't seem primal, they don't seem vicious or conniving or anything. They seem very blasé. They seem like they don't have much of a personality to them. Do you say anything as it sits down across from you? Or just wait?
I'm sorry.
With their head. This is my first time here in the forest. I won't have much to lose. Feel some sense of loss, grief maybe for what could have been. We're not a part of each other yet. Wanted you here before the ritual finished just to let you know it's okay. Settle down. Here. Anything that you would like to say in return, or you just want to let the time pass?
I think she'd reach forward to pet it.
Okay. I'll kind of take a few steps forward and lay in front of you and curl it in front of your knees. And kind of pet them. Pet. And then, yeah, there's the sound of the city bell. Ding, kind of knocks you awake. Ding, ding, tolling 4 o'clock. Oh, good, you've awoken. Sorry, that can take a lot out of a person. But should be well. Any dizziness? Any? And you feel fine now. A little tired.
And she wipes a tear off her cheek. I guess I'm fine. Thank you.
Of course. Well, awkwardly doesn't really know how to engage with you outside of like being a friend of Duda. So, right. Well, I'm right this way. Find your way back out. Opens up
I've got like orange juice and a cookie ready.
Nice.
Feyre takes it, but she doesn't eat or drink any of it. She just kind of holds it. Little emotionally scarred.
Valid.
Okay. Baragon will look over at Ladrin, and then back to you, Tuna. If anyone else has need of this, if you're on a schedule, I just need to get a long rest in, and maybe a good 8 hours of rest, and then I can do this again. Otherwise, anytime tomorrow.
I think I'm good.
Well, my services will always be at your disposal as long as I walk this mortal plane. Mostly to Tuna, but acknowledging that, it's an offer for you too as well.
Thank you very much.
Of course, he's already picking through the jams again. Yes. Right, and thank you. Oh, would you like to try a little with me, though? There's such a large basket. And always tastes better.
Absolutely.
Yes. Everything tastes better with friends. He sets the basket down and takes out some crackers and jam, and you all get set up with some crackers and jam for that. And I'll jump over to Dia while you all munch
Mhm.
down.
Oh, was Dia not with us?
Oh, sorry,
Oh, I
Dia.
was there.
Oh, you're
Yes,
there.
I went
Okay,
to,
I'm
to
so
meet.
sorry.
Yeah, I
Right.
wanted
like,
to.
"Oh,
I
wait."
wanted to meet Tuna's friend.
Right, right. She's been scanning like all of you, including including Dia. Then, like.
Oh, I'm not a. I'm not a werewolf that I'm aware of. I guess you wouldn't know until you know, but I. Mm.
Nice. Yeah. All right. So you all get to enjoy some tasty food, make new friends. Paragon seems to be rather lighthearted, a fairly giving spirit, it seems. Yeah. So you finish up, and he'll wish you all, goodbye and the best of luck. To see him at any point if you need anything. And what would you all like to do next?
Well, I guess this is the point where we separate and go about our own business. We can meet up tonight for dinner or whatever else anyone wants to do.
Yeah, where are we staying? Because I have a place to stay. If they still have my stuff there. Been a while. But yeah.
Evelyn would have offered, by the way, like she always does. You can use
Mhm.
room there. Not that you have to, but.
That Astron's apartment still.
All right.
Oh, we can do that. Okay.
All right.
I need a direction.
Kind of avoids looking Dia in the eye as she's sneezing.
Yup.
Okay.
Well, I will see you all later then.
I might come with you actually, Dia. I've got some business nearby you, so.
All right.
I think I'm gonna stay here and help Baragon out a bit with some healing since he's kind of tapped into most of his magic for the day. So
Understandable.
Very nice.
Ladrin.
I'm gonna go to the
No
jewelry
one-
store.
Jewelry store and Ladrin. Okay. All right. Let's jump
jewelry's one
over with Dia, with all Dia and Fiora, but you both head off in to the adventurer's attic. Yes. Let me find my notes here. Here we go. Okay. Store still functioning, up and running and
Oh.
open.
Thank God.
You're,
Whatever those are.
Yeah, you definitely hired the right person for this job because when things go a little sideways, they seem to be pretty good about managing things. Yeah, you enter and you see, and I don't have their name here. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's gonna take me a hot second to flip through my notes, so I'll get back to you on that. I did
Nice.
write down their name from last time.
Okay.
But coming in, it's like, oh, thank God, the place is still standing. Hi.
Oh, hello, you're back. You're lovely. How have you been?
Adela. I'm sure that's the way Nope, that is the assistant at the university. Oh, sorry, I just got to the page where I was looking up.
Nice.
How do I pay this assistant that I have
All
found?
right.
Nope. You're gonna have to come back to me with
Okay,
that name.
no problem. No problem.
But yes, it was extensive. I might have to send you on of course I'll pay you, but if you could look up how to you might have to go to the university for this, but if you could look up how to fold space in between two distances. I hate walking. I no longer wish to do it.
Yes.
And if you could, when after, either while you're holding the shop down, if you could make some inquiries about that.
Absolutely.
How was
course, miss.
everything while I was gone?
Oh, well, it's better than it was before, of course. Over the past 3.5, 4 months, things have been on a bit of an uptick. I was approached by someone offering to pay any lost expenses we were seeing until the time that you returned. I let him know that I didn't run the business. They said they wanted to help out, help the city and its people in this time of crisis, but I turned them down because,
Mhm.
I managed to keep us making a small amount of earnings and stay in the clear with some marketing, and I've been going door to door, cold calling and such, just to make sure that we stayed afloat. And it sounded a little too good to be true.
As they say that, Feora had come in and was just kind of walking around. Because, she's like, oh, Dean's shop. I want to see what's in there. And her head, like, pokes around from the corner. Oh, that's me. Don't take that.
Are you are you running a loan racket as well?
Um, it, what,
Mm-hmm.
it's the guilds. Um,
Oh.
I was working on setting up a faction up here before we left, and I'd been checking on it. That's actually the business that I have to do around here.
Oh.
But when everything went into ruin,
Mhm.
I told them to help people out and just kind of get some fingers in pies. And they tried to get fingers in your pie. No, it didn't. That's wrong. Not like that.
No, I understand. I understand. All right. That's good to know. Hmm.
But you're doing fine anyways, and it's not like loan sharky, but you know, we don't do it out of the goodness of our heart either. We do it
Right.
with
A
a
small
profit in mind.
percentage of ownership.
Just a small percentage. Yes, of course. Uh, my dear, I have a supply of gold on me to help pay any past expenses of your earnings, and to perhaps tide over the shop for the next time we're gone. We're going to be in town for a few days, but we'll probably have to leave shortly after that, and hopefully this will tide you over for any extensive amount of time, as I pull out like 300 of my personal gold.
Nice. Oh, wonderful. I see business has been good for you too, then, dear.
Well, people lose things, people find, the health hazard of being an adventurer, I suppose.
Yes, yes. Well, I mean, just so you're aware, business has been picking up. Um, Quite a few more folks coming through, up from the crossroads lately, and even Crystalbrook. Hearing what happened here, there's a number of folks that are been traveling to, well, maybe to help, maybe to exploit, but travelers either way, people that need goods on the road. So looking all right.
That's good. Um, so take whatever payment that whatever my last drop of gold didn't cover for you, please take
And we'll counter
yours.
that after. But
I want to keep you happy and your family. How is your family doing with everything going on?
we're doing all right now. We're doing all right. Everyone's belts are tight right now. But we've just been taking it one single day at a time, and just very thankful for this opportunity, Dia, as always, for letting us give me this job, and the stability that it's brought has been very thankful for.
Glad for it. You're more than qualified and very capable. Um, so you're free to go. I'm gonna close early.
Oh,
Have things to do, but take the payment for the full day, of course.
thank you, Dia. Thank you. I hope you and your friend uh, have a lovely evening.
Feora already did.
Okay. She left after that. Oh,
I did not notice. My
gone.
passive perception is 9. I don't notice a thing.
Nice, nice.
She finished like walking, like nosing around.
Nice. And shut off. Okay, yeah, she'll thank you very much and head out.
I'll give it to them when I come to their apartment, because I still have a potion of poison and then the sovereign glue that we got at that basically Dollar General.
Isn't that insane? Yeah, I couldn't believe
It's
it.
insane. So I might be giving those both to Feora when we go over tonight to their
Mhm.
place. But yeah, I just want to. So closing up the shop, checking the books,
Yeah.
small, small busy stuff, and then I'll look in my closet for a fine set of clothes to wear to the banquet tomorrow.
Oh,
That
lovely.
happens.
Yeah, you gotta take the time to go through the ledgers, wrap your head around like exactly what businesses look like. You probably, with your very keen business sense, see like, oh, there's a little marketing campaign we might be able to run that would work really well right now. You like write up some note for your worker. Uh, um, uh, find whatever you like for fine clothing.
Amazing.
Okay. Anything else for you here, Dia?
Nope, I'm just gonna have Gil outside of the terrarium that stretch your little body around. I'm gonna have them out
Uh,
probably during most of the time that we're here, just so we can hang out.
Okay. Gil is thrilled to be out. Um, Gil seems to be, let's see, I'm pretty sure Gil has a combination of little scales and some feathers. But he seems to be bolting both a little bit. Not in an unhealthy way, but just like a pet shop store, probably person will let you know. Like they go through some different growth spurts, and they'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
just a little update on Gil.
Ooh, my precious baby.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, let me jump over to Feora then, since you Batmaned out of the store there. Where are you headed?
Um,
If you want to
she's
go
got
on.
to. Yeah, she has to check in with how things have been going guild wise here, so
Hmm.
she'll meet up with the person that she left in charge. Um, Probably let them know it's a permanent thing now if that wasn't already said. Because she hasn't been around for most of his training, unfortunately.
Oh, you did a really good job with the time you had, because you did have some time, a decent amount of time with him here before heading out initially. They've definitely gotten a lot better in the past like year that you've been gone, year and a quarter. Um, as you recall, they were like running up in that elderly person suit initially in the intro, and you were like, "Yeah, that's good," but the gait of the person you have on and the hustle you just showed don't match. Um, yeah, yep. So you're able to find them. Oh, hey, like in some incognito, like one of the areas where you call meetings. Um, oh, hey, hi, yes, ma'am, sure, ma'am. Uh, I wasn't expecting you at all, but I guess that's what we should expect. Hi. Sorry, just I wasn't ready to. What can I do for you? Reporting for duty.
You really don't have to be so nervous.
Ah, I mean that respectfully, that's easy for you to say, boss. But I'll try. I'll try.
I just wanted to check in and see how things have been running here since I've been gone.
Oh, sure. Yeah, let me give you a breakdown. We can check the ledgers, and I can kind of show you what has some really good ideas and some good help. Um, and we've been in touch with headquarters, and they've been giving really good instruction. And it'll walk you through like the ledgers. And indeed, they've been going around like trying, under your order to like care for people the city, and also, uh, in return, offer like, hey, I can care for you. I'm an angel investor. I'm going to come in. We're going to make things right. We're going to get you through tough time, and I don't want like a repayment. I just want a percentage of ownership in your company, and depending on how badly they need things, it goes through the whole ledger, anywhere from like a few percent to like 25, 40%, you know, if they're in really bad shape. But it's helped a lot of people. It's helped a lot of people. Um, and yeah, as far as the establishment of a proper thieves guild, though this is sort of just their personality. They are really good at what they do, but they get, you know, nervous around like authority, and you're like supreme authority. So for the thieves guild, um, and yeah, yes, we've got, you know, it's crazy. You know, I've been a thief a very long time, out of necessity. But to think that we could, you know, come together and put like a guild together and have it across different cities, the boss, I just think what you're doing is really incredible.
Well, thank you. Just trying to make a dream come alive.
That's wonderful. Yeah, listen, if you have any new instructions, of course, we'll get them underway immediately. But I think the city, you know, I feel confident it's going to pull through. The population of people that don't have homes gets smaller every day. We've taken a bunch of the safe houses and kind of, you know, converted them over to like cheap places to stay. Some are just shelters for people to be out of the park in the middle of the city. Um, you know, as per your orders. So things are going smoothly. City's turning around.
Well, that's great.
Oh,
You're doing great.
thanks, man.
Well, I don't have any new orders. In fact, I think that it can be left in your hands now.
Oh, the whole. I'm sorry. The whole city?
Yeah, launch around the faction.
Boss. That means a lot to me, boss. All right, boss. I won't let you down. I'm going to take everything you taught me, and I'm going to keep improving, and I'm going to do right by the city, right by you, boss.
You better.
Yeah, yes, boss. You get extra nervous again. Oh yeah, boss.
I'm just kidding. It's fine. Well, remember to get in contact with Avalon if anything goes wrong. They'll let me know.
Boss, I did want to ask some of the people we've been, you know, recruited. Of course, a lot more people have had started to lean into their, you know, the thieving side of things when everything went to shit. We've been able to recruit some people and help them out, their families. I mean, you know how it goes, of course, boss, but some people are wondering, do you want us to keep an eye on the mountain at all and try and figure out, like, I mean, if we could get Arcstone again, boss, you know, we could get the city back up to what it was. You want us trying to figure out what's going on, how to access it, um, how to get back to mining Arcstone?
I don't think we should consider that option. That mountain's alive. The Arcstone is its heart.
Oh,
I don't like the idea of siphoning off of a creature that's living.
it's alive?
It is now.
Is it going to be mad at us, boss?
I don't know. But hey, that's why fighting's part of your training, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, watch over the city, boss. Yeah, I hope it doesn't roll down on us. Well, I'll keep you posted, boss. I'll do my best here.
Don't let anyone near that mountain.
Understood, boss.
Alright, well, I have some more things in town to do.
Okay. Anything you need, let me know. You heading out?
Yep.
Oh, that was the boss. And like, it turned so nice. Okay, you've got them all set up. I guess we'll jump over to Ladrin. I believe you were headed to the research center.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, jewelry store
Well,
first.
yeah, I'll do that
Mhm.
first and then research. We don't have to role play that out, but she does
Okay.
need to go and make sure her stuff is still there.
Okay, yeah.
And probably touch base on that. She's a werewolf now, and good luck.
They're gonna want you to stay so bad.
I know. It's gonna be great.
Okay, so you find
Yeah.
you head down the way and find the jewelry store. Gem Mart
Yes.
and
Okay. Jim
the
Mart.
franchise. Yeah, there's one in every
No.
city. Uh, so you're at Gem Mart, the sliding doors open and the AC blows down on you as you walk through.
Lovely. Wow. I'm impressed.
Welcome, welcome. It's a rather large store. Several different rows. You're probably like 60 feet back, maybe 80 feet down. It's a pretty big storefront. It seems to have other things it sells and stuff that are loosely related to gems. Like they're really trying to Walmart you. But gems are at the heart of the store. So, welcome. Enter, please. How can I help you? Elven gentleman behind the
Okay.
counter.
Wow. Yes, I need assistance in crafting something
All
out of
right.
items I have.
Well, let's see what you have, and I'll let you know what I can do with it.
Hey, hey, she'll fumble through her bag,
Mhm.
and it's really weird. She pulls out like some like small like tree branches or
Mhm.
like twigs. Like there's a collection, and she kind of like moves herself over to a counter
Okay.
because she's gonna just pour everything out.
Mm-hmm.
So she got the twigs.
Wigs.
She yes. What else is she getting? She pulls out the scroll and unravels it. She's been trying to do her best to like preserve this flower, this orchid flower. So she takes that out and puts it on top. You have to be very careful with that one.
Yeah, it looks
Or
very
else the scroll's
brittle.
back up.
I'll be very careful. Twigs and a
Thank you.
flower and a scroll.
Mhm. I meant no scroll I'll keep.
Oh, oh,
Um,
all right. You're keeping
yes.
me guessing.
Good. Uh, and then the last thing she'll get is in her little satchel, she pulls out a ring, and there is a sapphire gem in this ring. And then she'll leave the ring on the or next to the flower. She's like, "Okay, I don't care what happens with the band of this ring. I really just need the sapphire portion of it. But do you have paper and a writing utensil?
Uh, yes, we do.
Great, perfect. I I'm gonna send you a picture, Dan.
Hmm.
This is
Okay.
what she wants. So I need you to fashion it with the twigs and the sapphire. And then if you have like a glass little like globe thing that you can like stick the flowers inside of that
Here.
and make it
Oh.
into a pendant, that would be great.
So you want the sapphire in here, in the as the setting
Mhm.
part, as in the
Yes.
picture, and then in the empty globe part, you want the petals.
Yes.
Oh, all right. I can do this. Yes, yes, you've come to the right place. Gem Mart is the home of quality. I would suggest suspending the petals in a liquid of some sort, though. If you leave them in there as they are, they will, if they're already so brittle, jostle around, they'll break, or they'll just continue to decompose. But I have, we can suspend it in some fluid. Will amplify the visuals and preserve them in the state that they're in.
That sounds brilliant.
Costs a little more, but you'll have it for a lifetime.
How much?
Well, let's see, to construct this all together,
Because I provided most of it for you.
have you ever built a sand castle? Anyone can bring the sand, but can you truly, as an artiste, bring forth the castle? I do appreciate the twigs, and the gem, but I can do this. Setting the stone in place to make sure it stays there. We'll have to petrify the wood. I'm going to say it would be 20 gold to do it without the suspension in fluid. 26 gold to do it with the suspension in fluid. But again, I would highly recommend that.
She will take 30 gold out of her personal funds and puts it on the table.
Oh, thank you. Would you care to have, seeing as you're such a generous customer, I can have the jewel softly illuminate at the touch of.
That sounds lovely.
Consider it done. I'll need a day. I'll need a day with it because quality is what.
Yes, that's what I want.
Wonderful.
I feel like I'm walking into Kmart. It's great. And
What sort of chain would you like it attached to? Silver? The price is for gold or silver. There's a lack of supply of silver. So same cost as gold.
I'd say silver or, I mean, not silver. Leather? Do you have leather? A cord. Anything with a cord. Something, because I travel a lot and silver's just going to tarnish.
Oh, understood.
The way that I travel.
Are you, again, as a generous customer who puts his hand over by the money, we could use a platinum, oh gosh, what's it called when you just line the outside of it material, but it's not the actual material all the way through. Plated. Platinum plated necklace, if you wish. Or leather. We can find. We definitely have some incredible quality, fine cured leather.
I think leather makes more sense to me. I'm not a very jeweled out person. I'm not fancy with my wares. But I need this one done. So
Very well.
leather.
We
or
could
cord.
weave it together with very pliable wood. Very thin, narrow, it's almost a small vine that you can weave through the leather, matching the twigs that you brought. Very durable. Yes?
Yes.
Oh. Your order
That'd
will
be
be
fantastic.
writes down a little ticket for you and hands it. Rips half. Return with the ticket. Please don't lose it. I would say 4 tomorrow afternoon. By 4 o'clock. 2 to 4, I should have this done.
Perfect. I have a dinner party to go to, so I'll pick it up before I head over for that.
Lovely. A caution. You may steal the show wearing this to your party. So be wary.
Good to know. Good to know. I I expect quality. These are very personal pieces.
You will enjoy them for a lifetime. Well, tomorrow then I'll see you.
Awesome.
Take some money.
Good day.
Good day. Mr. greets the next customer that comes in. All right, and yeah, you will say you can talk to the research people, and they're gonna be like, please, what? Like, Anthony, stay. I can't. I'm busy. I got things to
You get half a day
do.
with me. I will
Nice.
give you half a day.
Oh, they're excited. They're thrilled.
Good. I'm
All right.
glad.
Does anyone else have anything they'd like to get done today? Nope. All right. Oh, Feor? Or is that a Yuan?
She would try to look around at like post offices
Oh, yeah.
just to scope them out.
Yeah, you find that there is a traditional mail system, a little more advanced than like the Pony Express. They don't use birds, there are like horseback people. Um, sometimes you can pay like a guild to be like, if you're very wealthy, like, yeah, just snap this over, like bring this to the other city, deliver it to this person. Like the guilds hire out mages and stuff, but it's very simple, but very expensive. So you do find the post office kind of a central hub for communications, leaving the city, coming in. There's they have like wanted posters for constabulary force outside and inside. They have different bulletin boards where you can post things going on in the city. Yeah, those.
Taking out the platinum piece. To tell Crystal, I've instated the leader for the Oberman's faction. Touch base with him to give him access to the night cloaks here in town. Maybe use the post office? And just end it there.
Get a message back. Oh, exciting! Your reach is expanding every day. Okay, I like the post office. It's hidden in plain sight. You hear the giggle as a word. And then that's it. From Crystal.
I love her. She'll just kind of nod her head and then head back to her apartment.
All right, so I think that Tuna, you would probably arrive at the apartment first. I think, having sort of cleared up your business. You know where the key is or whatever to get in. I think maybe after that it would probably be, I guess, Dia stayed a little bit to do the books and close up the store. So probably next, Ladrin would arrive. Ladrin, do you knock on the door? Do you remember the password? No, I'm just kidding.
Does anyone remember the password?
There was a password. Is anyone...
There was. You know what? I will look it up in my notes.
I can just tell you. I remember it.
Nope. Yes, tell me, because I almost
Please.
blurted out something else,
Yeah.
and then
It
it
was
was not
herring.
appropriate. Herring. It was a fish.
Nice.
I don't know why.
I definitely almost did.
I need to go through my notes and add tabs for my notes so I know like what's important, because right now it's just pages of what's happened over almost 30 sessions.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, she would have
Mhm.
done the password or the knock, both probably,
Mhm.
because she doesn't want to get stabbed accidentally. And was this half a day? Did I give half a day today for the research, or was I planning? No,
All right, you were staying half
I don't
a day,
remember
huh?
time wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I guess you all just get back around the same time. Everyone's, has plenty to do. So we'll say Ladrin, you arrived, you did that. Dia and Fior, you kind of meet up down a block and a half, like on your way. Oh, hey. You kind of one of you catches up to the other, and you approach. But if you don't want to do the faster, I just remembered it and thought it'd be silly to bring it up. But yeah, you'll get inside. Beautiful estate. Again, it looks very not lived in. Um, Still, but it's beautiful. Very, it's in the fancier part of town. Yeah, plenty of room, spacious, comfortable, nice furniture. Everything's like brand new. So, um, but you're here. Y'all have anything you want to chat about this evening?
Yeah. Oh, I just want to tell Feora, so I have two things that I don't really have a use for. I wanted to see if you were interested in, otherwise they'll just go on the shelf at the shop to be sold. So it's Sovereign Glue and a potion of poison. So, I mean, feel free, and I just hand both of the bottles over to Feora. Anyone's more than welcome to have dibs, but I just have no use. I have no use for them, so I didn't want them to just. I wanted to give you all first look at them before I just put them on the shelves in the shop.
You need that poison?
I never say I never say no to poison. Are you sure you don't want to put them up in the shop?
I'd rather, I mean, with everything that we're going through, I'd rather if one of us has a use for it, I'd rather one of us have it. If no one eventually needs it, I'll put it up in the shop. That's what it's for. Anything we don't need, I want to sell for a profit. So.
We could always hold on to it, and if it doesn't seem like something comes up for it, we'll give it back to the shop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do have a use for the poison later. Just
All right.
saying.
Then by all means, I'll hand it over. It's a concoction that smells exactly like a potion of healing.
Oh.
Oh.
Fun.
I mean, she'll just kind of look at Feora. If you're serious and don't want it, but eventually I want to shove this down so and so's throat.
Okay. Well, you can hold on to it then, since you clearly have plans for it.
Just a thought.
This,
If I don't use it, you can have it.
this
Okay.
isn't ominous at all.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes, Tuna says that.
You were there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I feel like that would just be justice.
Far be it for me to talk someone down for murderous intent.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I can't say what I would or wouldn't do were I in front of my parents again, so no placement for judgment on my end.
So we're all just traumatized. So
Yeah.
It builds character, apparently.
It's she just laughs. Character.
Great.
Yes,
well, on that
gonna
note,
put that in.
I'd really like to go through all the weapons that we got from Romar's mansion.
Ooh. Does anyone have the ability to further understand magical properties of a weapon?
I might.
Oh, me, absolutely.
Oh. Okay.
Blind.
Lily just again, wisdom minus number. Oh wow, fantastic! You are a treasure trove of abilities, Feora. Fantastic.
How do you do it all? It's
It's a lie. All lies.
Oh, nice.
Well, if no one can identify, you can always take half an hour or so to. I guess it's a short rest, so an hour to choose an item, look it over.
I mean, we can
All right.
split them all up because I can't. I thought I could identify things, and apparently I can't. So
I think
I had a longbow somewhere, I think.
There's a
Yeah,
dagger,
what's
a staff,
yeah.
a mace, and the longbow.
Longbow.
I'll be
I think is what I took.
dagger.
I'll look at the staff.
and I'll take the mace.
Yay, look at us. Teamwork.
Yay!
Pretty sure I can use. Pretty sure I can use staffs. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll pull that up real quick.
You can make it. Yes.
New
got
knife,
longbow.
more stabby stab.
Let's see. I wanted. All right. Well. What's that? Oh, sorry. There's one item that is not on my list here, so I'm looking really quickly. Here it is. Okay. Okay. All right. So here, this is perfect. Close these out. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your patience. Let's start with staff, since it sounded like Legion's like, oh, staff, not staff, the bow, the bow.
Oh, longbow, yes.
The longbow, again, it has a very forest-y look to it. The staff isn't made hewn from a single piece of wood. It almost looks like a bunch of roots wrapped around like a more solid core that make up the whole arch of the bow that then trail off into little budding limbs of a tree almost. Little greenery petals at the end. Let's see. Now yours, the bow in particular is a little interesting. You're testing it, right? You listen to it, you shake it, you fire some arrows. You're basically going around and doing a few things. After an hour, there is a connection. This one requires attunement. You have a free attunement slot.
I'm
Might
checking.
not be able
I think I do. Let me check. I do have an open spot.
Okay, nice. You feel yourself sort of attuning to it over time. And as about an hour goes by, you're test firing another arrow in the house. But this
Whoops.
one, you grab an arrow, put it in the bow, and as you draw it back, you hear like this, like almost in your head, not an audible sound outside of your head, but like a low rumble of thunder. And as you release the arrow, it crackles into a bolt of lightning that fires instead of an arrow. Dealing arrow damage plus 1d6 lightning.
Ooh. Okay.
And you feel like it's a powerful bow. You're not sure what else it might do, or if there's something else that might become available with this, but it just feels like a bow of destiny.
Destiny. Is that the name of the item? Is a bow of destiny?
Bow of destiny.
Ooh.
Right.
Oh.
Let's see. Who wants to go next? Anyone eager to see what their thing is next?
I'll go next.
All right, nice. Grab Dia. And then we'll grab Feora, and then and we'll scooch over to Tuna. So, Dia, your staff.
Mhm.
I do enjoy this one. Oh, Dan, did you close it? I don't even. Oh, here it is. Okay, good. I thought you closed it. Like, what's wrong with you? Um, Firstly, this one also requires attunement. May I ask if you have an open attunement slot?
I do have an open attunement slot.
Nice. Okay, so over an hour, you know, you've swung bows before, but this one feels just slightly easier to swing. It has a +1 to attack and damage rolls made with it. um, but usually you have to use your strength to swing these around. But as you do, you just feel it like it's much more, it moves in the way that magic moves, not the way that like a heavy staff would. You actually use your spellcasting modifier for your attack with this.
Oh.
Um, and and it doesn't say about the damage. I'll have to look up because I thought it was the damage too, but at least for your attack, it is the spellcasting modifier, not the thing. +1. +1 stat.
Okay.
And you know, there's certain things that you kind of check with the staff. Does it have charges? Does it do anything? And you find that this has many charges, 10 charges.
Ooh.
We'll get to some of that other stuff in a bit. When you hit something, found out by hitting things in the house, when you hit something using the staff, you feel like, oh wait, I feel like I can use some of these charges. If you expend 3, oh, you can expend up to 3, and for each charge you expend, it deals an extra 1d8 lightning damage.
Ooh.
So, like, whereas the bow, every arrow is 1d6 all day long. This one is based in charges. Each charge does 1d8. You use 3 at a time on a strike. There's some torched furniture. And you also have discovered in your hour of playing around with the staff that if you take damage, you trip on something while you're there's a lot of furniture here. You trip and you stub your toe. And if you take damage while holding the staff, you can use your reaction to expend 3 charges of the staff. And I'll give you a link to this. Whereupon you turn invisible and teleport yourself, along with any equipment and stuff you're carrying, up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. And you remain invisible until the start of your next turn, until you attack, cast a spell, or deal damage.
Sick.
So,
And this will be like, you'll send me a link to this.
Absolutely. I'm going to do it right now because sometimes I say that and then my ADHD forget. So let me send it to you immediately.
You said mine too.
Yes. Oh, Sasha, yours is homebrew. So I will share with you some of the stuff. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. No problem. All right, so we got yours out to you. I sent I think, yep, nice. Okay. So wait, did I Okay. Good. Okay, good. What's next? I gotta go back to my other document here. That's that one. We have, I think, Feora was going next. You take a look at this dagger. You spend your, or this does not require attunement. You feel this is a very finely balanced dagger. In fact, you can easily get a +1 to attack and damage, +1 magical dagger. But okay, this has a hilt that it goes into. The dagger itself has a typical hand-size handle, sort of brass edge, almost little like reptilian scales for a grip. And the dagger is curved, and it comes down to like a point, sort of a little bit like a crescent. And as you pull it out of its sheath, it's dripping with something like a thick, viscous material coats the blade, and you know poison when you see it. This is a dagger of venom. It almost looks like a sharp tooth, um, venomous tooth. So as an action, you can cause a thick black poison to coat the blade, and it remains there for 1 minute or until you hit with an attack. And then the creature must make a con save or take 2d10 poison damage and get the poisoned effect for 1 minute. Um, but it can only be used like that once a day. So, little extra oomph. You do get the feeling that if you were to rework your alchemy and work on some poisons, you might be able to make something a little more potent. It's pretty potent already, but you've already found some more potent stuff, I believe, from some creatures you've faced. So, just to put that out there. But I will also send that to you. No, let's see. Okay, and tuna. Oh, I love this. It's a mace. And I think even as it's being put in the bag, you could see little crackles of like lightning dance between the little spikes on the mace. You can easily tell this is finely crafted. You swing it around a few times. +1. It's a magical weapon. It's +1 to attack and damage. And this mace was made. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that as you're spending the time swinging this, it makes a thunderous sound when swung. It makes a when you swing it, and lightning arcs, and it resonates the way Taikati does. This is Stormbringer. This was a mace forged for a cleric, a previous cleric of Taikati. Yeah, the head of the mace is shaped like a storm front. It's made of solid brass. If you command it, it will glow as bright as a torch, shedding as electricity dances across it, crackle and give it that torchlight. While it's glowing, it deals an extra, let's see, 1d6 radiant. I'm sorry, 1d6 lightning damage. And this is obviously slightly homebrewed, so I'm gonna send you what it's based on, but I'll send notes after stream on
Perfect,
what
thank you.
Yeah, on what it does, because this other one's like just against undead. Yours is against everything. Okay, those are the super cool items you picked up from Gotcha.
I'm just on occasion, doesn't have to be a whole scene. You just hear a crash in one of the rooms, and then you hear "sorry." That's it.
Nice, nice. The house smells like singed furniture. Like there's been several lightning things that have been picked up, and yeah, okay.
Feyor's moved a bunch of like furniture to the walls to make room in one of them, and then taken Scully out of the Pokeball and trying to like coax some of the poison out of his thing.
Oh, nice. Come on, yeah. Excellent, excellent. Okay.
She's also not helping the furniture situation.
Nice, nice. Oh, beautiful. Well, yeah, everyone's been able to test their items. In fact, Dia, as you you stub your toe and you poof, you bamf and turn invisible, and then you just bamf 60 feet and find yourself in the bathroom. Like, how did
Oh.
we get here? And that's where we'll take our bio break.
Amazing.
Wow.
Love that
Nice.
so much.
For anyone who doesn't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break. And then we'll be back. We'll find the button for it. All right, we'll catch you all in about 10 minutes.
I'll put a link to the book on Goodreads.
Well,
Goodreads. Yeah, let's just add more to my TBR list. That'd be great. Like book talk is terrible. I could just keep adding
So,
more
yeah.
books. I'm like,
Mhm.
I like the cover.
Right? It's gorgeous.
Oh, it's pretty. Ooh, unique and deadly power. Yes, please. Add to my list.
I'm glad, Lily, that you like the new name for the creature, the Baghdad.
It's very good and terrible.
I never said I
Thanks.
liked it.
Oh, okay.
I'm terrified of it.
Okay, let's see.
Wasn't there a tattoo that we got from Wilmark? There's like magic ink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dia has that. Yeah, if you haven't equipped it, please, and you want to, please consider doing so. It's the barrier tattoo, and it takes
Absolutely.
whatever plus dexterity up to +2. I believe it brings you just a little bit higher.
A little bit. I'm trying to see if my draconic bloodline stacks with that, because if it doesn't, let me see if it features and traits.
Which rarity is it?
Choo. Oh. I think it was. Hold on, I'm so sorry. I have to.
You're fine. I'll find it here as well.
I don't have the rarity, but I know it starts at AC 15.
That's too early. Here we go. You're running all that. Vial of oil. Here we go. Barrier tattoo. It was the rare, so it's AC of 15 by itself, plus your dexterity mod up to +2. Now you have at least a +2 in your dex.
Yeah.
So that would be a 17.
And it specifies when you're not wearing armor, so you cannot wear any armor with this.
Let's see.
Is
Yeah,
that,
while
is
you're
that
not
correct?
wearing armor, the tattoo grants. Yes. This, so your draconic stuff does not
It
nullify
doesn't
this.
stack, no. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean it will work with that. You know what I mean? It doesn't nullify the barrier tattoo.
Okay.
So if that ever gets better than the barrier tattoo, that will take over.
It probably won't, because I plan after that. I plan on going into my constitution, so it might be a good. And I might take that since I'm not proficient in any armor at all. Like period.
Nice. Wee. Nice.
Do I have to find a tattooist?
So
use it,
if
or
you
can
want,
someone draw it on me?
you can do it yourself if you like. You'll end up with whatever result based on their skill.
No, I'll find a professional in the morning.
The rare version of this is a pretty large tattoo. Like the more rare, the bigger the tattoo. This one is indicated as one limb, so you could do in full arm, full leg. Probably like a back, or like a big grand like chest one up your neck and stuff, and across the shoulders.
And it's black ink.
You can do whatever color you
Specifically.
want. Yeah, whatever you want.
Okay.
Get like
Okay.
a Yakuza style dragon back tattoo.
Mm, listen, I might go full. What is that? Full Yakuza 5.
Nice.
100%. Yeah, I'll wait till the morning to find a professional to do it because I don't want to fuck it up.
Tuna, can you do this for me?
Who is proficient in tattoo rules?
Awesome. Okay.
I'm proficient in whatever you want me to be.
Honestly, with Feora's disguise kit, like she might be a good bet.
Half of all the commerce in Oberlin's Mill is just Feora.
It's just Feora.
Amazing.
True monopoly.
I guess you could. I mean, technically, Feora, you could talk to a ghost that was a tattoo artist and get their proficiency for the day. It's part of your class, then.
Yeah.
You mean the morning?
At 3 a.m. Dia, I just talked to a ghost and I could totally do that tattoo for you.
Mm.
The ghost, man, they're talking to me.
They're guiding my hand.
Like, oh boy.
Don't let the fact that I've been playing around with poisons all night bother you.
Don't let that influence your decision.
Because it's definitely not influencing me at all.
Mhm.
All right. So we have the rest of the evening, unless everyone just wants to go to sleep. But let me know if anyone has anything they'd like to do after testing these initial weapons here.
Yes, I do, I think. Yes. She's going to find Feora and ask you know your way around like making poisons, right?
Sure.
Sure. I mean,
See you in the
I've got
morning.
I've got proficiency in alchemist supplies right now. I don't know how that.
Yeah.
Great. Then yes, I say more confidently.
I think they added a poisoner's kit.
there
But
is
I
a
think
alchemy
see
lets
poison.
you
if
be
it's like
poisoned. Yeah, you might want to get a
Yeah, it's
poisoner's
in
kit
here.
to do it like proper. You would be able to do
Talk
root
to me in the
measuring.
morning, and the answer will be yes.
Okay. Cool. Yes, I will talk to you in the morning when you're when you're proficient and have
Yes.
knowledge. Okay. Cool.
So
And I'll see you in the
knowledgeable.
morning.
Do I need to prepare remove poison?
Yes.
Just in
No.
case.
No.
I'll do it just in case.
Oh no. Yeah. That's
Maybe.
yeah. I mean, I'm really great with herbalism stuff and knowing which herbs are more poisonous and more toxic than others. I just don't know how to combine them into a poison. So I was going to see if maybe you can teach me or help me.
Yes. After the ghost teaches me how to do it.
Sounds great. The more potent, the better. But I'll take
Great.
anything. Okay. Thanks, bestie.
Absolutely. Besties how besties make poisons.
There's no questions. Like, you all right? How you doing? Poisons? Yeah.
Yeah, there's no questions asked. That's yeah. I appreciate this friendship.
Emphasis on the die.
Yeah.
I want to examine the bloodstone and mushrooms that I got before going to bed.
Ooh, okay.
specifically in like a what can I make potion wise?
Oh gosh, I have to go back and look, but you can certainly do some alchemy checks if you want. And oh my gosh, that was underway here to move else. So probably still at the end of the last. All right, let's take a look. Um, we'll say you do it, and I'll let you know. I think I put it in Discord like a while ago, like shortly after that happened, but it's not in my notes here. So let me check one more note. Really early on. Okay, here it is. So for the red crystals, the bloodstone,
Right.
you find that you can increase the potency to a small degree of health potions if you make a health potion. Adding this will increase its potency.
And how much would I have to add? Like the entire chunk, or just like
a dose? There's typically like 3 doses, 3 units, whatever, for a vial. It'd be one, whatever unit that would be, a third of a vial. How many vials do you have?
well, with the bloodstone, I just chipped off.
Chipped off the stone,
3.
right? Okay.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, so you'd weigh them out. Okay. Each of those is 4 doses, basically, of what you would need. So, as far as health potions go, I've got a document that actually breaks this down for you too. Like if you go to make this stuff, we'll look at that. But bloodstone is also a main component in potions that have a charm effect. Uses a little more of the bloodstone in those particular types of things, but it's a requirement for most charm effect potions. And it's a component in the potion of gaseous form. All related to vampires, of course. Health being vampiric, staff, charms, and then Misty Escape, gaseous form that you encountered. The skeleton. Didn't you have something from the skeleton? Bangs? Somebody? Or is that Tuna?
I think it's the entire head, and it's in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just literally took his head and put it in the bag.
It's in the bag of holding. Right,
Yeah.
barely fit. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
No.
I forgot I did that.
You want to take an entire skull head, bestie? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'd never deny you anything.
God. This group is great. It's so good. I love it.
Excellent. Okay.
What about the mushrooms?
The mushrooms. Oh, is that the fungus? The glowing fungus?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I mean it's used in things that dealing with luminescence. Not really. Let me get back to you on that one because that I don't have in this document. But there was something else it does outside of like luminescent stuff.
Breath of the Wild rules. If your food glows, it'll make you glow.
Yeah. Nice. Like portable light put. It's no flashlights, but you can like put them on a stone and offer a little bit of torchlight. Okay. Anything else, Feora, with your breaking down stuff? Anything else for anyone before bed?
Feora, when we were at Aveline's, you said something about wanting to talk to me.
Yes, we did. We actually covered it already.
Oh, the wolf?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Look at that, same frequency. I did have an idea, everyone, for a group name. What do we think of Firestorm? I mean, we have people that do fire. We have people who are tied to storms in some way. Just think on it. Just think on it.
I'm
You
into
didn't
it.
like my Slayers.
I did like the Slayers. I did forget about the
The
Slayers. It's very good.
This thing was it's like I do like Firestorm though. A lot.
The Firestorm Slayers.
Oh,
There we go.
okay, I really like that. This was so
Slay.
I really like the combo of the two.
We'll think on it. We'll think on it.
Okay.
I think it's a
Awesome.
good idea.
What to think or to combine?
Oh, to combine the two, I like it. It's very marketable.
Mhm.
I think so.
The fire, I like that. I spent like the firestorm dynamic of everyone in the group, and then the Slayers. You all settle in, thinking about the wonderful potential and the new, this proposed group name, and drift off. Yeah, let me get back to my document now. Drift off to get a good night's rest. Let's see, Ladrin, during your sleep.
Ooh.
Can you make a
Oh,
perception check for me in your sleep, Ladrin?
Uh in my sleep. Oh, 19.
You're pretty aware in your dream. You're not really sure when the dream started. You're just sort of coming to awareness now. You are in the woods, right? In your element, running through the woods, and you feel the wind blowing your hair back, wind in your face, and it makes you like want to run even faster. You're running, you're leaping over little roots in the ground and ducking past branches, and you want to run faster and faster. And you start running at a speed in which you've never run before, at least not in your humanoid form. But you're at your height, right? So you're like it's you. Except it's not. You're at your height in a wolf form, very giant wolf form, running and racing, and you find yourself in this. You branch out through the trees, dodging and ducking in the late twilight. The moon has risen, the sun has set just recently, and you come to an abrupt stop, holding your paws out to stop as the ground gives way to water. The water of the lake sprawling out before you. The woods wrap around this lake as you look across the reflection, seeing the early night sky, the stars, the galaxy, and the water reflected in the water below. Mountains in the background beyond the forest on the side of the lake. As you look down in the water at yourself, you see your wolf form, the form that you saw in the clearing when you very briefly encountered your wolf. And however, this wolf, this seems at peace. There's that primal energy is sort of what you were thriving on as you were racing through the woods here. But you find yourself at peace and looking at your face, calm features, and you look up at the full moon in the sky and look back down at your reflection again just to take in your form, wind softly blowing your cozy, floofy fur. And then walking up next to you, you feel them enter your space, and also looking down the water, you see the reflection next to you. The wolf spirit, Tempest, that you encountered in the Feywild, that said she wanted to watch over you, watch your journey. You were The spirit of the forest was strong, and in her wolf form, leans down and looks over, her head on top of yours. And you wake up, very refreshed in the morning. Everyone gets a long rest. Please, if you have to enter that, if anything's happened, um, then please feel free to put your long rest in. Let's see. So that leaves us open to today. Is there anything anybody would like to do before? I think the next like official thing you have is probably Aveline's party at 6. And picking up. I think Lage may gonna pick up her stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything, so I'm ready for this party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. A little bit of hype. It's fun waking up in a house in a city. You know, some of you probably done that. You know, maybe enjoy that a little more than being on the road. Others probably more on the road than in the house, but it's a little. It's that fun sleepover vibe of like being in a house and there's food and there's settings and you can eat with silverware and other things that maybe you can't always do on the road. And you spend a lot of time on the road. But you all have, a lovely day. Go about your business, relaxing, sharing, little stories of, whatever might come up, a childhood story, a little funny story about what happened in town yesterday. Ladrin, at one point, you head out probably, between 2 and 4, they said. So you head out and you pick up your, it's beautiful, probably better than you could have imagined. They really do quality work at Gemmard. So, you pick that up. Yeah, and you're able to come back to, the house with everybody. And the time is nearing for this little Aveline party. Do you have your fine set of clothes?
Yes.
Do you know what that might look like? What you want it to look like?
Yeah, I think I would have gone with a like very light what's the color? Like seafoam kind of colored dress that has a lot more, I think, draping open sleeves because I'm gonna wear Gil around my neck like an accent piece. Let
Nice.
them hang around the party.
Yes. Okay. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Nice. Obviously, of course, as everyone's getting ready, you'll see Dia come out in that. Um, mhm. Anyone else? I guess. Tuna, you have any plans for dressing any which way for this?
Tuna doesn't really do formal wear, so they're just wearing their like vestments, like their cleric fancy robes that they've worn, I think, a few times before. I will say that as soon as Dia comes out in that, Tuna's just like, you look really sorry, you look really pretty.
Thank you, darling.
Anyways, yeah, is it hot in here? Is anyone else? I'm gonna open a window.
Nice.
Tuna's just like muttering like these clothes, they're making me sweat, I think. Oh god.
Love that.
It's like even pinker than normal, just
Oh.
completely blushing.
No, that's beautiful. I love it.
My heart.
I know. I want to make this a Netflix series now. You can see these moments. Feyor, how about you? Anything, any particular dressage tonight?
Wearing a dress with like sleeveless, kind of long, flowing. She took her hair out of the braids, so it's just kind of resting. Really fancy jewelry that looks way too expensive.
The crown jewels, yeah. These old things. Okay, nice. Latrin, how about you, or do you need a moment? I feel like you're scanning for.
I was scanning. I was like, I did have a piece of fine clothing. Where the hell is it? Um, but I think instead, go. It was
Oh,
really
that's nice though.
cool. It
That's
looks
so
so
display.
cute. There it is. Okay, so in she's had a dress, and then there's this other outfit. It's like a looks like black leggings pretty much, where she puts her long black boots over, and then there's a tunic piece that comes over, and I'll just share the image. Like,
Oh, okay.
I'm terrible at explaining this. It kind of almost looks like it's just a fancy like forest robe assortment. Where's our group?
Oh.
And then in on her chest is going to be the new necklace that she picked up.
Oh, nice. Okay.
There, that's what it looks like.
Oh,
Ooh.
very nice.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just showing up a little pretty necklace, and then she'll like for once wear like her hood's down, her hair's she has more than one hood, but she's not wearing the scary
The
lich
lich hood.
the lich hood.
Let's party.
Yep. Yep. There's a that'd be fun. There's a normal hood, and then there's like the big like lich hood, but she's both of them are off. They're not even attached. She's not wearing her cloak.
Nice. Gotcha.
Hair's flowing.
Okay.
Looks a little more decent. Be good.
Awesome. All right. Well, the crew is looking amazing, stunning, and ready to hit the scene. You all head out through the city and catch a coach over there if you want, just to preserve, the finer clothing. And it arrives at Evelyn's, the way up that long winding path. Knock at the door, Endlin opens up. Welcome everybody. Right, get in here. Oh, don't you all just look like the morning sunrise, all you? Yeah, let's let you all in one after the other. Right, well, today I'm going to be sort of master of service, so anything you need, you just let me know. There'll be plenty of us around. Ring a bell, there'll be bells. Just give a shout, you know the deal. Let's head over first to, I'll show you the way. Right back here. And shows you back to the room some of you have been in. It's you go past the dining hall on the left, like the kitchen area, the dining hall, and the back of the house. There's a room. Gosh, what's the best? It's like a gathering room. It has chairs, sofas. There's a fireplace. This is where Evelyn kind of took everyone to have those private conversations the first time around. And let me put that in Discord. I've got an image for it, so let's do that. Oh, look at that, Tasha, that's so cool. All right, the gathering room. Evelyn's gathering room. Here you are. And I suppose I can switch to
Ooh.
battle just for imagery.
Just for imagery.
Yeah. The couch springs to life. Here we go. There we are. UTS. Oh, nice. You're so fast at that. Jeez. Yeah. You step in. Of course, it's 6, so the light is actually fading, and the chandeliers are lit. The curtains are going to be drawn, but has a lot of comfy chairs, sitting sofas, full couches. There are a number of drinks and bottles of alcohol set out on the coffee table there, as well as you can see off by the windows there a drink cart. There's a couple of drink carts around the room, and a stocked bar in the back. Um, a lovely room, finely adorned, but also comfortable and lived in. Let's see. Couches, chairs, drink cards, tables, portraits on the walls, and a beautiful chandelier above. And you find just Aveline currently. Endolin is in there, and she's, asking you all if you want any drinks. Aveline is in the back, making a big vat. It's like a clear, see-through vat of daiquiris she's making. Oh, right here, yes. I'll be there. I'll be with you in a moment. Pull up a seat. Oh, so excited. Relax. Yes. Just give me a few moments. This is divine. Of course, a few more things.
To just set up just the rest of the evening. Aveline's been seeming a lot more. I don't know how to put this in a way. She's been seeing a lot more bubbly lately. And
Mhm.
I just want to get a read on if she's actually like nervous and just putting forth I want to be best host energy because of who's coming. I just want to get a read on her because she's always seemed a lot more
Absolutely.
reserved.
Yeah. You
Since
can make
I've
an
met
insight
her
check.
presently. I shall.
Nice.
15. I'm pretty sure that's what that number is because it's got a 16 and it's a -1. Yeah, 15.
Nice. Yeah, it seems pretty straightforward as far as like,
Okay.
it does seem like she's excited, excited to see you all, excited about guests, but you get the feeling that, I mean, now she's been seeing more and more success thanks to all of you with like gathering this pool of people, making these connections, for the whole thing that she set out with in the beginning. Like, I want to ask you all for help because I'm trying to put together this crew of people to help fight off the baddies of the world. Like, we're in a really temperamental, very delicate state right now. After 100 years later, after the Sundering, and there's forces out there, so you feel like her foresight with the city paid off, and she's been able to help do what she has said anyway, right? And I think you've all done insight checks with that too, like that she's here to, like, she wants the world to be a better
To
place.
help.
So she's been able to help here with the city. It's also a business aspect to it that's going well. You all have most recently reported like, oh yeah, we talked to Lilith, and like she's in. So it seems as though is a little more lighthearted because there's a number of things that seem to be lining up.
Okay.
A dream that is slowly coming to be.
All right. All
Or she's
foolish.
drunk. No, just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Uh,
Why not
yeah,
both?
right? Awesome. Yeah, so you all pile in, make yourselves comfy, I assume. All right. Is anyone starting in on any? There's snacks. They're like cheese and meat kind of snacks,
Mm.
lighter meats, lighter cheese. I don't know. I guess neither of those are light. Um, and champagne. There's wine. There's beer, ale. Is anybody like abstaining from drinking, or anybody
Uh,
going hog?
Tuna will not drink here.
Okay, nice.
Feora's drinking, but she's like pacing herself to try and not be shit faced before the party.
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw because that's your jam, Feora. If you take a little, even a sip, it gets you like,
9.
oh, there. All right. So you are role playing pacing yourself, and you know yourself. So with the 9, you're maybe you're that slightly buzzed, like not drunk, but you're a little buzzed, and you didn't quite mean to be yet, but just a light buzz so far. Nothing close to drunk. Ladrin, how about you?
Of course
Are you
she's
going all
drinking.
in?
She's I mean gonna be respectfully drinking. So pacing.
Okay.
Not that she
Uh,
needs to pace, but she's gonna pace.
yeah. And Dia?
I definitely think partaking in like the champagne, but it's like the social drinking where you're like walking and talking with people while sipping on the champagne, and I will feed. Get the plate of appetizers and feed Gil as he's my
Aw.
accessory today.
Nice. Okay, that's beautiful. Gil loves the food. Yeah, it's a fun environment. Evelyn's trying to get everyone to drink these daiquiris of the, adult slushies, as she describes them, and just excited setting things up, and then the doorbell rings. Oh, the first guests are here. Evelyn is, you hear her getting the door. She's already down there. And I'll go over to Discord
Ooh.
as you see. The first guests have arrived. Alindra, Queen Alindra, and Kianava arrived together. Queen Alindra, Queen of the Eladrin, Queen of Evernight on the left, and then Kianava on the right. There's Gorshi. Remember, they had their whole story, but they're arriving together. They step in, and I'll just put as soon as I find Alindra here, my very long lists. I should probably prune a bit. Here's Queen Alindra for our viewers. Oh, it's all of you. Well, yes. Lovely to see you all. How do you do?
You know how we're doing. You know how adventure takes us from one corner of the world to another for unexpected reasons.
Oh, well, it's a delight to see you all again. This is my first time here. But thank you again for all that you did. He now jumps over. Right! Thank you all. Yeah, I'm so excited to see you. How have you been? What have you been up to? Have you fought any other crazy monsters? Did anyone ever turn out to be a werewolf? Like thinking, no, really? I could have sworn they were just humanoid wolves. That's insane. Oh,
They were in fact werewolves.
And look,
But it's okay.
Oh, good, good. Oh, there's drinks everywhere, right? And then Alindra's like, yes. Well, let us make ourselves at at home, but not, perhaps not too much.
She's gone.
No, yeah, she's over. What are these?
I love her, and I want to party with her.
Of course, Aveline is very excited. Oh, it's so thank you for coming. Yes, I'm so glad that you could make it. I know you have a very busy schedule, but I'm so thrilled, and I'm our friends here. Thankfully, have come through too. I think timing is just it's so fortuitous. And they sit down, you get to have a little small talk. I'll give a moment in case any of you have any questions or anything you want to catch up on with Alindra or Gianava. You don't have to, but just want to give you the space for it.
None that come to mind. Hold on. Are we? Alindra is on our side with the whole fight against the seven gods, right? Or has she
Yeah,
spoken to it
I
all?
think she was the first one. No, she didn't mention that, but she's tethering herself with Aveline. So, you all
Okay.
said, like, Aveline, this person wants to talk to you. She's like, okay, I'll talk to him. And then they agreed to, you heard a while ago that Alindra
Okay.
agreed to work with Aveline. So,
Gotcha. So I
We
didn't make that up.
also mentioned Lilith to her, I believe, and she
Mhm.
said that she was good friends with her.
Okay.
Or we mentioned her to Lilith, rather.
right, that's
Mhm.
right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we're good. So no, I don't have anything to say to them. Just laugh, party, do potty tricks with my with my little mini Fae dragon.
Nice. All right, I'm putting up Kianava for our viewers as well. So, yeah, of course, Alindra is also doing more of the social drinking, but very politely, curiosity takes away, and she asks, um, just general questions to get to know you all a little bit better. It's kind of like a little socializing. Like Kianava's like, it's so good to see. She's up in everyone's, they're up in everyone's faces, or she, and trying to like tempt Ladrin, sensing Ladrin's the one that's gonna drink, if anyone's gonna drink, more of these daiquiris and stuff. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
hell yeah.
the head will hit a little bit, but I think I bet I can drink one faster than you.
Okay.
And he's two of them are off in the corner, like, oh, their heads hurt so much. um, all right, let's see. Oh, okay. Yes. Let me get these queued up. Yeah, so a little more time goes by. Not too much time, maybe another 20 minutes or so. It's a good amount of time to kind of settle in with them and relax and have some fun. For that door, you hear the door bell again, and Endlin gets the door. Aveline's mingling with all of you now, and she's sort of sharing this. I wanted to get some of us together to here, on the same side of things, and introduce everyone to one another. And of course, Lynch's first time. I've invited her a few times, but her making herself known to the Prime, of course, takes precedence. I'm so glad you could. And then entering the room, some recently familiar faces of Lilith and Baron. uh,
Oh shit!
yep. They come in, of course. Lilith, person of not too many words. Um, and the pressure in this room though grows with every one of these, really strong people that enters. But we have Lilith arriving, and oh, well, it hasn't been that. See, the roads fared well for you.
Oh, we're hoping one day to not have to walk ever again. But yes, the travel was fine enough.
Well, I mean, if you ever wish to fly, uh, fangs bare a little bit, like.
Mm, polite,
And
definite decline.
you don't be a vampire. I'm
I
just kidding.
I don't.
We can have some werewolves. We
A-okay.
can have some
Yeah.
vampires. Like, be great. Be like a little
Nice.
Vampire Diaries group.
Yes.
This campaign just became the Twilight reenaction.
Mhm.
See, my brain went to what we do in the shadows with the werewolves, not swearwolves. So
Yeah.
I love that show.
That's such an amazing show. I wasn't while I wasn't expecting you to be here, and looks at the four of you. It's quite a pleasant. And Baron's like, he's the keying off of the girl, like looking behind her, like, yeah.
Hey, bestie.
now, now it's a party, he says. Right. Oh, I'm so glad that you're all here. Oh, we're just going to. I can't wait. I'd say paint the town red, but also bears fangs for a moment. Yeah, so they settle in, and you get the feeling that Kinava sort of the Aveline sort of pulled some of these people that you've made connections with. All right, let me also put in Baron here for our viewers. You he has like an older version in the other campaigns, and this is like, I don't know, mid late 20s, but I love the picture of him so much. Jeez. Okay, anyway, you get a feeling that Aveline is wanted to get everyone connected and together here for this party. Um, that has agreed to kind of help. You're watching one of the first meetings of this group of powerful people that are set to kind of defend the good of the world from behind the scenes, and people with the power to do it. And in the way that Aileen had described, like together through discussion and not like, I think this is right, done, and just doing what they want and abusing power. Yeah, is there anything that y'all want to chat with either of them about? You don't have to if you have nothing, of course.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not particularly. I'm happy to listen if they start talking about any of the seven lost gods, just to get more, just like tangential. I don't know if I'm using that word. Just to get some like more information on any of them if they open up that discussion. But if they're just talking about like connecting the cities and like infrastructure stuff, I'm not going to pay attention to that. I'm more interested in what we're up against, I suppose.
Gotcha. You get the feeling that the intention of the party is sort of like the social aspect of greeting, but it does. So now that the two of them arrived as well, it's sort of after an hour or so, good food, good drink, good conversation. Definitely starts leaning into like that more serious group conversation of like, okay, well, how's this gonna work exactly? And everyone has like their own insights, their own background to offer, and be like, my concern is this, and it gets it's drinking time for those that are like, okay, I want to drink a little bit more through this part. And otherwise, it's time where, of course, you all would probably interject with some of your insights. If anyone wanted to, like, well, I found that, you know, this might work in this situation. This how you need to consider this. I've been on the other end of that, and this is how it feels. Perhaps. Um, but we get another good, like, a proper 2 hours into the party of the conversation. That kind of breaks up light again. Lindra's had a little more to drink now. She's being a little less formal after kind of meeting and chatting with everyone again. Um, and then the conversation kind of turns around to all of you. Like, everyone's kind of, these powerful people are like, Lindra's like, well, yeah, you have to, you must understand that I didn't, know you all yet. I didn't know them. And so they wanted to hold have a meeting with me. Kianava. And shares like how Kianava was like her whole situation. And they had of course there's these rooms they have to go through and everything else. And I feel terrible at then what I know now, I don't go through all that. So it's really just to weed out people that are, you have to be safe when you're powerful and which I don't kind of agree, even though it doesn't quite make sense. Like Lilith found out recently is a powerful individual. Like they're still not safe. You got to be careful. So they start sharing their experiences of all of you, like looking to you and laughing about parts that you went through. But sharing like this is how I met them. This is how it kind of turns around to a lot of you. Like 2.5 hours in, there's another knock at the door, and Evelyn pauses. Oh,
Not expecting anyone else?
no, well, I mean, it was another invite, but Endlin, please. Or footfall's coming back and entering the room. Wait. What? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I clicked on the wrong thing. Where are you? Where are you? You're down there. Entering the room. Enter button, Dan. Cersei.
Oh shit.
In much the same attire as before, but without the animals. In fact, you see a few long chains wrapped in circular fashion, kind of hang at her waist, leather leashes hanging at their ends, jingle as she walks. Um, and pauses and kind of gives everyone a bit of a stern look, assessing them, and everyone else kind of does the same. And then finally, Cersei's like, "Did you think I wasn't gonna come?" And Evelyn's like, "Oh, yes. Um, I'm so thankful you did. And Alindra's like, "Oh, Cersei, always with the entrance. Please, just glad that you could join us." Um, and Evelyn goes over. I truly appreciate you agreeing to help us in our pursuit. Being able to count you among our numbers is incredible. Such a wonderful person and an asset. Thank you. And Cersei just kind of, right, right. Um, it's just what I do. There's drinks. Yeah, she's kind of looking over, towering over everyone else at whatever she was, like 10 something, 11. Right, drinks. And goes back and pours like a couple drinks into a larger tankard thing she brought herself. And I'm sorry. She pauses. Did you? Didn't you scream at me? She looks. I think was it who was it, Ladrin, or was it?
I think
think
there
it
was a
was-
couple of us.
It was probably everyone but Tuna because it was from a drinking game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Right.
They were screaming at you. And it was the drink.
Uh-oh.
A scream.
Influence of a bit of Fae imbibement who were
Oh.
partaking in the
Stay
festival.
wild.
Well, it sounds like you
It
all
was-
know how to cut loose then. All right, you must be the
Yes.
fabled heroes that brought everyone together here.
Absolutely.
Nice. Just sit down on the couch, sort of next to, Feora and probably Dio and yours. And she takes up, she's a really large person, like standing 11 feet tall and, being pretty built, just sits down between the two. Smells like a crisp winter snow, that fresh scent you get after. So. Well, I'd love to have a drink with y'all. I've heard what you've done. And,
I'd like to have a drink of you. I mean, a drink with you.
oh, she laughs. Right. I think you should have another. And, she starts like, integrating with the party for the evening. Yeah, so it seems that Cersei also has been incorporated into via Alindra, as you hear the conversation unfold. Alindra and Cersei work together often in this sort of thing. And yeah, so the goal that Aveline set out to do by requesting all of you to kind of make connections and do that, can you please go here? Can you please do this? Have really started coming together. Yes, we go into the night, probably around 10 or so. We're able, sorry, you have everyone was gathering and drinking there, and then there's proper food that's had, so you all get to sit down in case you want to work off your buzz. Delicious, proper food, meals. Oh my gosh, they smell so fantastic. They're piping warm when they come out, piping hot, nice and fresh, ready to eat. Whatever you want, you can pretty much ask for, and the chefs will prepare it. They have a huge stock in the kitchen. And a little more conversation goes on. You're just getting a better picture of what's going on. You're welcome to bring up the Lost Gods if you want, because you've talked to Lilith about it. If you don't want to, I think at one point Lilith will probably bring it up, but I want to give you all the option too.
Yeah, we'll bring it up. That's the I'll bring it up. It's the reason that we're all here.
So we're eating. What would you like to say? How would you like to kick that off?
Right. So, goodness, how do I want to kick this off? Pleasantries now aside, a bit of business for the reason why we've sought some of you out and became this collective is the news of individuals under the surface of entities known as the Seven Lost Gods. I'm not entirely sure how deep their organization goes or how much of even all of our assets are tied up into them, but knowing that perhaps they've infiltrated the city with the death of the murder of Citrone, knowing that perhaps also they might have influenced the attempt on Lilith's life and who knows what else. And I know some of you who have the ability to traverse different multiverses have heard of them in different spheres. So knowledge is power, so perhaps all of you divulging what you can, and then we can give what information we have, and perhaps better prepare ourselves and the populace as best as we can.
There's a bit of a hush as everyone listens, intently. New topic, important. And the Baron will probably say something first. Yes. Lost gods. I suppose this is looks over, from you over to Aveline. Likely one of the first matters will need you and your heroes to, well, we'll tackle alongside you and your heroes. For those at the table not in the know and kind of give some of the breakdown that, expounds on what you shared with the Lost Gods. And grab. There. And I think, I don't know if they have any new or fresh information, but the Baron and Lilith will share with everyone else. It's a good sharing of information all around. Like, this is what we know, this is what Aveline will connect some dots, that's what was going on with Alindra's world. Cersei will share, right? So when Alindra and I first thought that the dark work in Evernight was Nithrana's work, and some of them she said the name. I came to find that well, I wasn't quite sure what it was. They were terrible mutated things. But hearing what you've all shared here, I'm almost positive. In fact, I'll bring some of the, well, we can, looks down at the food like she's going to talk about corpses and stuff. Like, we can discuss that part later, but we'll share information. I believe that's exactly what I saw in Evernight. Some of these partially crafted creatures that you spoke of. I'm trying to find what they call them in my notes here, but the altered of which you speak. I think we might want to look into, of course, Evernight is sort of a sectioned off portion of the Feywild. It doesn't really connect properly to the rest of it. It's just for Elendra and some Eladrin and those allowed in and out. But I think we might want to check the proper Feywild at one point. Haven't been back in at least a decade. And I imagine that's plenty of time for them to get up to some bad business. But it feels like they're slipping about without being seen. I don't know if that's just because they're powerful or otherwise, but might be worth looking into at one point. I can take a look myself. But yeah, I don't think there's really any extra info here tonight. More of a sharing of knowledge. So everyone starts getting on the same page. Have more united front against this information sharing. So that probably goes on for a while. There's a lot of appreciation for all of you at the table. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I just got a message. I'd forgotten about something entirely. There was oh my gosh, I derailed my thought altogether. Oh, there's a lot of appreciation for all of you at the table. These incredibly powerful beings, are just really not just appreciative, but a little bit like in awe, like you've all done quite a bit of work considering there are four of you. You're mortals, not that they look down on you, but just factually the power difference is there. You've traversed so much of this continent in pursuit of, doing good and pursuing these things that really didn't start out as any sort of responsibility of you can see that it actually kind of inspires them as they're talking, it kind of feeds off one another,
Can Poppy be
mhm.
sitting with us? She's like maybe taken her corporeal
Yes.
form.
Yeah, in
Okay.
fact, you
Cool.
even sneak Lilith give Poppy a little wink across the table. At one point, oh, that's so cute, Poppy. Poppy's mowing down on delicious food. I love it. Well, let's see. Dining, lots of discussion. And then Cersei says, all right, well, I think we've all had our fill. The dining portion, I think we can say, is done. Now it's time for proper drinking. And Aveline is like, yes, drinking and dancing. However, opportunities smile on us. The thing I've been discussing with all of you, I feel like now there can't possibly be a better time than now to share it. Yes, of course, she's kind of looking at everyone else and not all of you, and they're like, yeah. So it is fortuitous that they're here. Yes, that's what I thought. Well, let's get to the highlight of the evening, Aveline says. Um, let's see. I don't know. It's quite. I don't want to ask you all to walk. It's pretty far, but maybe we can. Um, let's let's head over and we'll think of something. Please, and kind of gestures to all of you to follow her. Everyone gets up from the table. I'll start walking outside. Everyone's kind of like bickering, sort of like, well, we could do this. No, I can't teleport everybody. I can teleport this. Well, why don't you fly? You can fly. People are trying to, it's like, what is going on? Until Cersei is like, all right, just listen. This is useless. You're gonna bicker here all day long. We should really just keep this simple. And Cersei, sorry, just gotta so many things to do, and I don't have my handy little stream deck thing set up to just do them. So Cersei stands sideways like this, drops her arm in the front towards, like, straight down towards the ground, and then just draws her arm up, like, slowly, 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 like she's straining. And the earth and ground in front of you, where is it here? Here it is. The earth and ground in front of you, or beneath you, begins to shake. Hold on to me if you can't fly, or you get hurt if you fall. So, whoever grabs onto whoever at this point, and the ground itself elevates and begins rises off the ground. And I'll put this in both places here for you all. As the ground forms this huge arm and hand that pulls up out of the earth, covered in vines, greenery, and it forms like a mimicking of her hand. Pushes you all up above some of the clouds up in the sky, and you're high enough where the moon's up and you can see the sun just, still just off the edge of the horizon there. This actually moves you over towards and above Orin's Rest, the mountain range. Everyone is being lifted on her hand, everyone at the party. Right, there, right? We don't need bickering. Oh, careful with your breath up here. It can be the air's a bit thinner. She'll say to all of you. Okay. Right, but what we're really here for, and she'll turn back to Aveline. Yes, so let's head over this way. And Aveline walks off the hand onto the clouds. You remember that some areas high enough in elevation have clouds that you can walk on. Which I think you all knew but didn't want to test in a different area, rightfully so. But Aveline hops down, everyone starts following. And sure enough, after a little bit of time, we get this next image up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, that's what I need. Okay. Yeah, you see something in the distance. It looks like maybe a house. It's kind of tough to tell until you get closer. And then a little bit closer still. And then you see this.
What?
Arrived. Built on top of this super dense cloud. Oh, lovely. All right. Well, here we are. Ta-da! I hope you like it. It's for you.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, I've been thinking you won't have to travel so terribly much, yes? And, understanding some of your where everyone comes from, you don't all have sort of a safe place of your own where you can just duck away and be yourselves and uninterrupted. So I had this constructed over here. It's formed and built into the dense cloud here. There's a teleportation circle in its basement. So, I don't know if any of you capable of that yet.
Can you do that?
But the sequence is yours. Once some of you learn, I gotta check actually if sorcerers can. She's got a thing in case you can't, but teleportation circle. I'm pretty sure sorcerers can get it at 9th level. It's a 5th level spell.
Okay.
And it's sorcerer.
Sick. Let's go fight some monsters.
Yeah, right. Is it 8th level? No, it's not. Because you only have access to 4th level.
I think it's 9th level. I get a 5th level spell slot. Maybe.
It'll be here for you. I haven't quite finished the inside because I thought, let me ask you what you want. Right? It's a gift where you don't really have any input, especially with the home. I still think it's a proper gift. So, but there's plenty of yard for, I know you have some delightful, kind of gestures to Gil and points to Tuna, like, I know I've got some little friends, or not so little friends, that would love the space. And over, figure out with the spider. um, but I thought this could be yours. It's kind of, no one's going to bother you here. It's up above everything. And I just wanted to have a safe space where it's just for all of you.
This is a lot. I won't lie.
Oh no, did I come on too
I-
strong again?
Honestly, we've done in like a trade-off of what we've done so far with the multiple natural hazards we've come across. It is a fantastic gift. I've just never been given a castle before.
Well, it's the least I can. What do I have at my disposal but a fortune? Yes, so this is how I can give back to all of you in some way. I'm sure.
How are we supposed to get up here and get down though?
So within, of course, you have the teleportation circle once you can learn that. But while here, there is a flying carpet for ascending and descending.
What?
Yes, yes,
All right.
yes.
Also have my broom. If anyone needs a ride.
Yes, for two people, but there's four of
Well,
Nice.
with the carpet. With the
Yes.
Yes, so we'll fashion rooms as you see fit. I'd like to just put you in touch just before you leave if you have the time. I honestly wasn't quite expecting to have an opportunity to do this for quite some time, but you all happened to be here just when I was having this get together, and I thought, what better time to spring this on you? So it is a little earlier, but I wanted you to know it was here. I wanted you to feel our appreciation. And we can put you in touch with the architect. They can continue designing the inside to your needs. There's a smaller building off the back, and you might see in the background here behind the main building. There's a small pond in the back as well, and fully stocked in case you care to fish. Otherwise, water's
There's a
fine for
sky
swimming.
fishing pond.
Nice. But we'll arrange rooms and see to it that any tools you need for alchemy, jeweling, any craft, any sort of artisanal to have are catered to. Any training rooms for any of your special skills, we'll see to it are made. Yes,
There can be like an herbal room.
absolutely.
It could be like a giant tea room.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, and it should be rather remote up here. I mean, you can see the peak of Orin's Rest, and no one's traveling the mountain now, so I don't think anyone in Cersei steps. Let's just make sure that they're not disturbed, right? And just kind of wafts her hand like this and cuts these big swaths out of the clouds as she raises her hand by and down like each side and kind of cuts a bowl of cloud out from underneath your mansion. And raises her hand and it scoops up off the cloud that you're standing on and up into the air further. So now you're just kind of looking at the bottom of the clouds of your mansion in the sky. Right. Well, it might drift a bit, but I told the winds to keep it here above Oberman's Mill, so it'll stay here.
You just told them and they just listened? Sorry, this is all just very mind-blowing to me.
Nice. Well, they know when to listen.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Well, I'm going inside to call the biggest room.
Nice. right, let's take a fresh look. And Cersei will kind of use the hand thing again, but this time it's this cloud that elevates you back up, and you get to go inside and sort of check out a preliminary thing of your mansion. And in there is one of the rooms is a lot of the rooms are kind of empty, ready for what you want, but there's definitely um, a nice little bar and dance, like a great room for dancing, drinking, conversation, stuff. And Kianava's like, right, now it's time for dancing, right? Drinking and dancing. Uh, and for however long you'd like to, the rest of the night, you're able to drink and snack and dance up in your sky mansion. For ultimately night, but I think that's really still calling it.
Okay.
And
Holy shit, we have a whole
I'm already-
sky house.
I'm already Pinteresting stuff. Like, I'm so excited.
I love that.
That's her
Excellent.
bathroom. This is the
I
tea room.
I would like to get those like fancy rich people houses where they have like catwalks all across their like ceiling because they have cats and they spoil them.
Oh,
Little hidey holes for Gil.
I love that. Please, yes.
So good.
Yeah, genuinely, anything you want, put in Discord, hit me up over this next week, and that'll be your meeting with the architect. Like, I
Sick.
will draw blueprints for this. So let me know anything that you want. And we will
Be
absolutely
prepared.
make it happen.
This is insane.
There's gonna be trees in my house, my room,
Yeah,
my corner.
we can do that. Yep. Gosh, yeah. Well, for anyone that's newly been watching Sundered Fate, our 2 nights high drama campaign, yeah, if you had fun, give us a follow, and you can, hopefully we'll see you next Tuesday, where you get to, deal with the mansion, and continue on our way to Hell's Gate March. Dun dun dun. For now, though, we're gonna raid our friends over at Dales, and hope you all have a wonderful night. And so that's what do you call it? Like Baroque noble party music, whatever that playlist was playing.
yeah.
It's like, what's that? Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, thanks, Jellybun. Have a great night. Take care, everyone. We'll catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.